Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sunita Ravi. I hope you must have seen the previous video that I have uploaded on material variances. So this is part 2 of standard costing material variance. If you have not seen that, kindly see it. So today we start with another example. So here the standard cost per unit is given and standard and actual information is also given and output is also given. So first point, if the output is given in the question, if the output is given, we have to make a change in the formula. We have to change standard quantity, means wherever standard quantity is there in the main equation, we have to change it there. That is equal to standard quantity multiplied by actual output upon standard output. Here AO is equal to actual output and SO is equal to standard output. So we start with this question. So according to this question, we have to calculate material price variance. So material price variance is equal to actual quantity multiplied by standard price minus actual price. So according to this question, there are two materials are given, material A and material B. So we write it here, material A and material B. Actual quantity is given, actual quantity 400 and 200. So here we write 400, here we write 200, multiplied by standard price. It is also known as standard rate, that is given in the question 10 and 5. So here we write 10 and here 5 minus actual price is also given in the question 11 and 6. So we write it here 11, here we write 6. Answer of material A is equal to 400, answer negative, so we write it here unfavorable. And again, so material B it is 200, again negative, so we write it here unfavorable. Final answer is equal to 600, unfavorable. And according to the question, second we have to calculate material mix variance. So we write it here, material mix variance is equal to standard price multiplied by RSQ minus AQ. First we calculate RSQ. RSQ is equal to total actual quantity upon total standard quantity multiplied by standard quantity. So total actual quantity, there are two material A and B. Total actual quantity means the total of A and B input units, that is 600, that is total actual quantity. And total standard quantity means 70 plus 30, this is 100, that we term it as total standard quantity. So in this equation we write it here, total actual quantity is equal to 600 upon total standard quantity 100, here also 600 upon 100, multiplied by standard quantities is given in the question 70 for A material and 30 for B material. So here we write 70 and here we write 30, that is equal to 420 and 180. After calculating RSQ, we have to substitute this in the main equation, that is material mix variance is equal to standard price multiplied by RSQ minus AQ. So there are two material A and B. Standard price, yeah, standard rate both are same. So standard price is given 10 and 5. So we write it here 10, 5 into RSQ already we have calculated 420 and 180 minus actual quantity, we know the value, so actual quantity is 400 and 200. So here we write 400, here we write 200. The answer for A material is equal to 200 favorable, answer positive, and here it is 100 unfavorable. So the final answer total is equal to 100 favorable. Next we calculate according to the question. Next we have to calculate material usage variance. So here we write material usage variance. It is also known as material quantity variance, that is equal to standard price multiplied by standard quantity minus actual quantity. Here in case of output, we have to make a slight change in the formula, that is equal to wherever standard quantity is there, there we have to change. So standard price multiplied by standard quantity into actual output upon standard output minus actual quantity. So there are two material A as well as B. Standard price is equal to 10 and 5 multiplied by standard quantity. According to the question, standard quantity is given 70 and 30. So we write it here 70 and 30 multiplied by actual output. Input or output are different. So after deducting loss from input, we will get output. So 540. So here we write 540 upon standard output is given in the question, that is after deducting loss, that is 85 units. So here we write 85. And in case of B material also 540 upon 85 minus actual quantity is given in the question, that is equal to 400 and 200, that we write it here 400 and 200. And the answer for A material is equal to A is equal to 447.05, that is favorable, and for B material is equal to 47.05, that is unfavorable. So the final answer is equal to 400 favorable. Okay. After calculating mix variance, next we have to calculate, here it is, actually there is a mistake. Here it is cost variance. So here we make a correction, cost variance. So next we have to calculate cost variance. Direct material cost variance here. Material cost variance, that is equal to standard price into standard quantity minus actual price into actual quantity. In case of output, we have to make a change in the formula. Wherever standard quantity is there in the equation main formula, we have to change it there. That is equal to standard price multiplied by standard quantity into actual output upon standard output minus actual price multiplied by actual quantity. There are two material A as well as B, that is equal to standard price is given in the question 10 and 5. So here we put the value, that is equal to 10 and 5 multiplied by standard quantity is also given 70 and 30. So here we write 70, 30 multiplied by actual output is 540 and standard output is 85. So here we put 540 upon 85. Here also 540 upon 85 minus actual price. According to the question, actual price is equal to 11 and 6. So here we write 11 and 6 multiplied by actual quantity according to question is equal to 400 and 200. So we write it here 400 and here we have to write 200. So the answers is equal to, for A material, A is equal to 47.05 favorable, and okay, so B material 247.05, that is unfavorable. So final answer is equal to 200 unfavorable. And after that we have to calculate material yield variance. So if the output is given, we have to apply the separate formula of yield variance, that is material yield variance is equal to standard cost per unit multiplied by standard output into total actual quantity upon total standard quantity minus actual output. Sometimes standard cost per unit might be given. According to this question it is given. If it is not given, then that case we calculate this, that is equal to standard cost per unit is equal to total standard amount upon standard output. So according to the question, total standard amount is, the total standard amount is equal to 850. So here we have to apply, that is equal to 850 upon standard output. Standard output is 85. So that is equal to 850 upon 85, that is equal to rupees 10 per unit. After this we have to apply the formula in material yield variance, that is equal to standard cost per unit multiplied by standard output, that is given in the question, that is 85. So 85 multiplied by total standard quantity, that is 100 upon total actual quantity 600 upon 100 minus actual output is given in the question, that is equal to 540. So here we write 540, that is equal to, calculate the answer, 300. If the answer is negative, here we write a favorable in case of yield variance, because in yield variance we have to take the difference of production. So the answer is negative, so we write it here favorable. So we have to remember the main point, that is if the output is given in the question, we have to make a change in the standard quantity. Wherever standard quantity in the main equation, we have to change it there. Standard quantity multiplied by actual output upon standard output. Okay, thank you so much all of you.